Hello, everybody. Joe Bag Notes here, and welcome back for another episode of One. Last time we finished off Akane's route. Really good. I enjoyed it a great deal, and now we are on to Nanase, who, honestly, we haven't really seen nor heard a lot from her since we did in Nagamori's route, since we just been skipping through all her scenes. So yeah, it'll be good to see her again. Reunion with old friends, and yeah. It's a little late. It's like 8 p.m. when I'm recording this. I woke up today like at 10-ish because I'm like, man, it's real cold. I fucking look at my the thermometer I have in my room, and it's like, oh, it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 7 C inside my bedroom. I'm like, the air hurts. What the fuck? And I go downstairs, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to turn my heater on last night, so my house just turned into an icebox. I'm gonna die at work tonight, exposed in the elements. The things I do for you all, and I'm even sacrificing my own precious time instead of watching the Swampletics finale. I'm recording this instead just for you. So if I survive my ordeal at work tonight in the cold, I'll be coming home to that, things to fight for. Anyway, yeah. What other stuff happened? Oh yeah, Muv-Love. It seems whenever I talk about Sagiri, people get butthurt and start downvoting me. Giving my videos dislikes, which you can't see on them now, which thank goodness, but it's episode 10's at like a 4 like to 2 dislike ratio, which isn't terrible, but it doesn't look good. Like when I look at my analytics, like on my channel content, it'll be like, oh, like a fucking third of people dislike your video, and it's like, that's the bar just looks bad. The view count is fine, and which is weird because, I guess it's not. You never know how many people are actually signed into an account to be able to actually fucking like things on YouTube. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Let me drink my coffee. Hold on, I gotta click on my screen. I do this every single time. Boop, boop. Huh? Oh, hey! CG's, nice. Collision. I braced myself just before impact, though, so all that happened is that the other party goes into a rolling slide across the ground, with the other person lying there face down on the ground, and me getting ready to run. I look awful lot like a one-sided aggressor. I almost think it was my fault. Hello, Nanase. Long time no see. The other person jerks her face upwards from the ground. It's a girl about my age, her face painfully flushed with anger. The girl directs her gaze towards Nagamori, who is standing behind me. Yeah, it was our fault. Yeah, it's not impossible that it was my fault. Actually, that was supposed to have been my admission just then. Here's $1. Well, that's a problem, because actually, I'm in a hurry too. I know, Nagamori, I'm leaving the rest up to you. Ignoring her protests, I break into a dash straight for the school. Bursting through the school gates, I head straight to the shoe shelf. We sure did. Nagamori arrives while I'm changing my shoes. What? Don't tell me you ran away too. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. From the look of that uniform, it doesn't seem like she belongs to any of the schools around here. I'll probably never see her again. Dun dun dun, little did he know. The chime rings as we walk down the corridor towards the classroom. Still, that girl, talk about a gap between the look and behavior. By the time we enter the classroom, I can see the homeroom teacher coming down the corridor. Nagamori puts a bag down on her desk in the aisle closest to the corridor. I keep walking until I reach the window aisle, exchanging greetings with a couple of friends before taking my seat. The classroom becomes quiet as our homeroom teacher appears. Students scatter about the class, sluggishly take their seats. I look at the window as if I'm waiting for the teacher to speak, as I wait for the teacher to speak. But at that point, things diverge from the everyday routine. Suddenly, a clamor began to rise from the male students in the class. What's going on? Turn my gaze back to the classroom. I can't believe my eyes. Masaka! Astonishingly, our bearded homeroom teacher has turned into a cute young girl. No, that's not it. Our bearded teacher is standing beside her. Ige desperately tries to restore calm to a class in uproar. Come to think of it, I get the feeling they did mention something like that. As Hige speaks, the noise from the class comes to a sudden halt. The girl opens her mouth as if she's been waiting just for that precise moment.
Nanase Route.
Okay.
Hello, nice to meet you, Nanase.
I take a good look at her. I get the feeling that we've met somewhere before. Wait, that's the girl I ran into this morning. I glance in Nagamori's direction to see her nodding. Yeah, that's it. But she's changed. It's as if she's a completely different person now. Could acting nice really change someone so much?
急な親の転勤の都合でこんな時期外れに転校することになってしまいました。すごく不安だったんですけど、なんか皆さん楽しそうな方ばかりでほっとしました。
What a fucking snake. Her lovely words and manner of speaking have driven the boys in the class into a frenzy of joy.
静かにしろ。ほらそこ危ないから机の上で踊るんじゃい。
それではよろしくお願いします。
Yeah, don't fall and fucking hit your head off the linoleum. I did that in elementary school once. I think I was like, I had like my hand on one desk and my hand on the other, and I was standing between them, and I just kind of like was swinging. I just had my legs up and just fucking do, you know, doing fucking kid shit. And either my hand slipped or one of the desks slipped, and I just fucking fell and fucking bashed the back of my head off the ground. You know, maybe that's what's wrong with me. Come to think of it, I fell a bunch as a kid. I think the worst one was, I think I was in kindergarten, and there's a swing set. And I saw some of the older kids fucking jumping off the swings, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that sounds fun. Let me try that. I didn't know how to do it, so I just, like, fucking was swinging, got as high as I could, and just let go. And I just fucking landed, slammed my back fucking right against the ground, fucking knocked the wind out of me. Fucking, the first time in my life I remember thinking, oh god, I'm going to die. And that's how jumping off the swings got banned at my kindergarten. It's more of a daycare than, well, it was both. It was like private kindergarten / daycare / whatever. I had to go do it for an extra year, not because I was stupid, but because my birthday was like in the middle of the summer, so I was too young technically to go to first grade. Blech. She lowers her head in a bow. Boys react by roaring in welcome.
で席の方だがそこの列が一人少ないな。
Ige looks in my direction. That's true. Our aisle has one less seat than the others.
俺ら廊下に机が持ってきてあるからそれをお前の後ろに並べてやってくれ。
And with that, Ige begins to wrap up homeroom without even listening for my reply.
ではみんなあまり質問攻めにしないようにな。以上。
With that, he leaves the classroom by himself. The moment he does, a crowd forms around the transfer student. Giving a sigh of exasperation as I watch them from out of the corner of my eye, I head out into the corridor to bring back her desk. The desk is lying against the wall outside the classroom, topped by an inverted chair. I carry them both back into the classroom and place them directly behind mine. But thinking better of it, I decided to put my desk at the very back of the aisle and hers in front of mine.
あ、勝手に位置変えてる。
Blah. As for her benefit, she won't be able to see the board behind our giant, broad, manly shoulders. Yeah, with someone like her behind me, it's only a matter of time before I get stabbed.
でも先生、公平の後ろに七瀬さんの席をつけろって言ってたじゃない。
At 2, Nanase. Hige doesn't give a damn about that sort of thing.
まあそうだけどね。
Hige is a pretty tolerant guy.
で、公平はどう思う？
Until he forgets that you're one of his students, then he gets real not tolerant of you being in the school. As she speaks, she looks over at the crowd of people in front of the blackboard. I don't know what to think. But it's hard to imagine that she's the same person as the girl with that attitude from this morning.
おとなしそうに見えて、意外に芯はしっかりしてるのかも。
Yeah, she's like a fucking hard-boiled egg. That's your conclusion?
その性格って公平に向いてるんじゃない？
I mean, you're not wrong. Considering, we're fucking on a route, which I'm actually gonna follow the guide step by step this time instead of going off on my own like, I think this is better, and lose points and get another fucking dead end. What?
案外運命の出会いだったりするかもしれないね。席もすぐ前だし、話す機会も多いだろうし。
Well, I suppose it's more of a bad end than dead end. I fucking played too much Fate Stay Night where half the bad ends are dead ends where you get fucking murked. Also, the first couple ones in Stay Night are awful. Like, fuck, Ilya, my god. Jesus Christ, you sadistic little fucking goblin. Not that again. I was trying to pair me up with some other girl.
ちゃんと面倒見てくれる人がいないと心配だもん、公平は。
With that parting remark, Nagamori makes her way back to her own desk just as the chime rings to announce the beginning of the first period. Sheesh, who does she think she is, my mother? Well, in practice, I guess she comes pretty close.
あの、
Nagamori's voice is replaced by that of another. Yes? I look up to see the transfer student.
ありがとう。机持ってきてもらって。
How's your leg?
うわ！
Seems she's finally recalled my face. Look, don't make this weird. You have a very nice skirt, though. I think I have a pair of boxers with the same print. She goes silent, as if she's just frozen over. That was some tirade you put up this morning. There we go.
折原くんって言ったっけ？よろしくね。
Fucking hope she's not part of the triads. Ignoring what I had said, she hastily moves to sit down. That's my seat. Yours is one in front.
あ、前後入れ替えたんだ。
By the way, that was some tirade you put up this morning. She sits down without a word and turns back towards me. The classroom is silent, but for the clacking of the chalk against the blackboard. My pacer lies motionlessly in my hand while I stare blankly at the back of Nanase's head. Just what does she think she's playing at, acting all nice like that? Or was the person I met this morning someone else entirely? Okay, let's find out for sure. I tie the end of Nanase's long flowing hair to the back of her chair. Now then, let's see how she reacts. Also, fucking zero awareness of her surroundings from Nanase there to not realize someone fucking tying her hair. Finally, the chime rings to announce the end of the class.
今日はここまで。
The teacher thumps the lectern with a pile of textbooks.
起立！
Oh! An incredible sound rings out.
あ
I watch as Nanase's body becomes frozen in an extremely unnatural posture. Her hair held her down as she went to get up, causing her head to snap back and her whole body to tilt.
レイ！
It's lunchtime in the classroom. Taking her seat once more, Nanase turns around and unties her hair from the back of the chair. Then, she slowly gets up and comes to stand right in front of me.
殺す気かこのアホ
Bits of her saliva come flying at me. Blech. Open your mouth and catch them. Fucking power move on her. Ah, so you are that girl from this morning after all. Seems she's come back to her senses, although with this girl, it's hard to tell which personality is the sane one.
あ、
She breaks into a sudden fit of fake coughing before darting out of the classroom at full speed. I'd have to try pretty hard to come up with a more obvious way to dodge a question.
ありゃ、七瀬さんどうしたんだ？
Seems the crowd of guys who had gathered around her and bombarded her with questions have yet to catch on to her true nature.
折原、なんかちょっかい出したのか？
Yes. Fucking Sigma male grind set. No, I wasn't doing anything.
しかしいいよな、折原。真後ろでよ。
Left to their own devices with Nanase gone, the guys quickly disperse. In their place appears Nagamori. Well, that was sudden.
そりゃそうよあんなことするんだもん
You were watching?
見るも何もブキーってすごい音がしてたよムチ打ちにでもなってんじゃ
I don't know about that, but it seemed I've agitated her cold.
何よそれ
Who knows?
公平あんまりいじめちゃダメだよこれからもずっとこの席でやってくんだから
With that concerned pronouncement, she leaves to return to her own seat. Nagamori, I get the feeling that she's always got an eye on what I'm doing. Yeah, because you're always doing dumb shit like this. Nanase returns in a patter of quick footsteps just as the chime rings for second period. After shooting me a glare, she takes her seat with a loud thump. It's clear that she's warning me to keep my distance. Reconciliation. Water under the bridge and all that. Maybe Nagamori is right. I can't just keep sitting here behind her while she has that bad impression of me. Hey, Nanase? I tap her on the back while calling out to her. Let's try to get along with each other.
よく言えるわねんなことが
Her subdued voice is filled with blame.
あんなことした直後に
Hey man, things happen, you know. Well, that was only because I was wondering whether you were the same person I met this morning.
そんなの当たり前もう話しかけないで
She whirls back to face forward. The teacher for the second period subject is already standing there in front of us. Now it's lunchtime. As expected, by the time I return from the cafeteria with my bread, there's no longer enough room at my desk for me to eat. The boys had wasted no time in surrounding Nanase and striking up conversation with her. Exasperatingly enough, Nanase actually looks like she's enjoying her conversations as she pokes away at her little lunchbox.
大変ね人気者がすぐ前の席で
Yeah, so popular that, you know, we're just gonna skip forward until we get more Nanase on the screen. So I will see you guys whenever we do that. All right, that was quick. It was about all of 35 seconds, and after lunch we ate on the roof. We discovered that yes, it is cold in the winter. What a amazing new concept to science. Anyway, what's up? What's up, Nanase? Haha, you're not Nagamori. Oops, little Freudian slip there. It's the beginning of the afternoon classes. Regardless of the subject, well, with the inevitable exception of PE, I make it a rule to sleep through the first class of the afternoon. The tests are coming up pretty soon, though. It'd probably be a good idea to pay attention. Then again, I am sleepy. Now, there's no helping it. I'll tie the end of Nanase's hair to my fingertip. This way, if I doze off and fall over, I'll end up pulling Nanase's hair. Given what happened just a while ago, there's no way I'll walk away from that unscathed. The pressure from having that terrible threat hanging constantly over my head would be enough to keep me wide awake. That's a wonderful plan. Seizing the initiative, I immediately put it into action. Grasping Nanase's flowing locks in one hand, I tie them firmly to my finger. Now I'll be able to focus on listening to the class. I turn my gaze towards the blackboard. Ugh. Ah, crap! I move swiftly. Giving Nanase's hair an almighty tug with my finger, I manage to bring it loose.
なんだどうしたどうした
Class's attention falls upon Nanase, the source of the short yelp. What's gonna happen now? At last, the interested looks disperse and the room falls silent once more. Damn it, I guess attention from that half-hearted, easily untied knot wasn't enough to keep me awake. I don't want to lose any points, so I'm a coward, so yeah, like I said, I'm following the guide, I'm sorry. Better not take this any farther. Even I can see that it's time to draw the line. My basic instincts are sending me a flashing red signal. Don't do it. She's the perfect target to mess with, but my personal safety's on the line here. I guess I've got no choice but to focus on the lesson. Is it just me, or did my original objective change somewhere back there? It's a very little Buster's line that comes up like fucking a bajillion times in there. Usually with the night missions. Or fucking trying to get Rin to recruit members. And getting into fights. Feels like Riki always ends it off with, I feel like the objective changed somewhere. Yeah, Little Busters is such a good VN. It's a shame that my Let's Play of it ended inconclusively. Because I got burnt out. Because rereading something you've read like 10 times and trying to make it fresh is really fucking hard. I thought that Nanase would have a thing or two to say to me, but it seems she's decided to ignore me. I was quite prepared to go over and talk to her myself, but before I could, the usual crowd of boys had completely surrounded her. Whew. I spend recess staring into space while listening to the clamor around her. I'm bored. Let's check Nanase's hair for split ends. Wait, this isn't the time for that. After all, the exams are coming up soon. Ugh, it's over. I give a big stretch as the chime rings for the end of 6th period. Hey, Nanase, it's the end of the 6th period. This is what we call after class.
そんなこと知ってるわよ。異世界から転校してきたわけじゃあるまいし。
We don't know that. What's with that attitude? And after I was kind enough to tell you, too. Still, I guess this means she isn't totally ignoring me.
七瀬さん、これから帰るの？
案内してあげるぜ校内
どうしようかな。
The sure guys waste no time flocking to her. I pick up my bag and crawl out from the gap in the crowd without even putting my textbooks away properly. Whew. Now then, what should I do? I am kind of hungry. What we're gonna do is start skipping forward until we get more Nanase scenes. Adios. Alright, it's been less than a minute. We just came to class and Nanase's here. Hello. Morning, Nanase.
おはよう。
What's wrong? You feeling okay?
元気よ。
I see. That's good. You're right there in front of me, so it won't do to have you feeling down.
何よそれ。
If I see someone who's unhappy, it starts to get me down too.
そりゃいいこと聞いたわ。すると私が不機嫌でいるとあなたは日に日に弱っていくわけね。
But so will you, right?
いざとなった時の最終手段よ。
Before we can each work out how serious the other is, Hige appears and the morning homeroom begins. As usual, by the time lunchtime comes around, I'm met with the sight of the boys surrounding Nanase's seat, lunch in hand and eager to chat. To my irritation, my seat keeps getting shoved around. Work my way into the crowd. My irritation having reached the boiling point, I force my way into the throng of boys. Yeah, get the fuck out. This is my seat. Mine!
七瀬さんって面白いね。
Yeah, funny looking. It seems she's fielding a barrage of questions from everyone. With this many people here, it's probably impossible to tell who's talking. I think I'll cool down their enthusiasm with a few crowd dispersing comments.
ねえ、その髪の結び方かわいいね。
Thanks, but actually, this is a wig.
あ、その制服前の学校のだよね。それも可愛いよね。
Thanks, but I haven't taken it off for 2 years now, so it really stinks. Don't get too close.
Hey man, you're gonna fucking pull in some people with that.
そのリボンも可愛いよね。
Thanks, it was my granddad's beloved stomach band. It was kind of his favorite one.
の
The effect is immediate. The boys are steadily withdrawing.
あれ誰か私の代わりに答えてない？
Not at all. It's me, Nanase. Call me Nana-P.
って誰よあんた。
Ah, crap. She's worked it out. I quickly pull back before Nanase catches me. At any rate, there's no way I'll be able to eat here, so I guess we'll go take refuge in the cafeteria. What is that fucking milk prism? Confusing. On the way out, I spot Nagamori slurping away at her milk. And with this Lovecraftian image, we'll be jumping ahead until we get more Nanase. Did I call Nagamori Nanase there in the text? I don't know, man. My fucking brain is melting. Okay, yeah, 30 seconds passed. We're here. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna follow you. Be a creep like that.
どうして後ついてくるの？
Oh, no reason in particular.
なんかあからさまに怪しいけど。
That's just your imagination.
あ、七瀬さん、帰り。
One of her male groupies calls out to us from the end of the corridor.
もう少し用がある。
残念。今度家教えてね。
That's a little weird, but okay.
機会があればね。
Still pretending to be a cute girl, I see.
それじゃまるで私が男みたいじゃない。
Come pretty close with that vicious true personality of yours.
あんたにだけよ。
Do you really want to be that popular so badly?
あんたには永遠わからないわよ。この女心は。
Yeah, fucking ain't that the truth. To me, it looks as though you're forcing yourself.
で、どこまでついてくる気よ。
Oh, I'm not trying to follow you at all.
私は今から茶道部の見学に行くの。だから暇人の相手してられるのもここまでなの。
Not like you could do something like that. A tea ceremony club? Like you could do something like that. Give it up already. In your case, you'd be there with one hand on your waist. Shouting, I can't drink in little sips like this, and then chugging all the tea down at once. Glug, glug, glug. I know. You should go to the milk club. You seem like you'd really fit in there.
もうほっといて。
Yeah, it's like a thunderbolt just landed.
もう金輪際私に話しかけないでいい？
Look, all I did was work out what you're suited to. Nanase flings open the door to the tea ceremony club, face still flushed with
一
rage.
回しねえアホ。
That parting shot, she slams the door closed. A few minutes later, she weakly opens the door again.
断られた。
From inside appears a Nanase on the verge of tears. Well, it's only natural, given that brutal entrance you made.
Go off and die, dumbass.
That was a little too much, wasn't it? Nanase descends the stairs in silence, this time arriving in front of the art club. Going for the art club this time, huh? In the end, any club will do, right?
違うわよ。初めから美術にも興味あったの。
Knowing you, it'll turn out the same, even with the art club.
probably shout, "I can't paint in little strokes like this!" Splash paint on the model. And then slam them into the canvas while yelling, "Rah!" Go to the fish print club. It makes for a great stress relief. The fucking what?
だからほっといてって言ってるでしょ。
Well, it's just that when I imagine you pressing those lively fishes one after another, I get the feeling that it really suit you. You've completely lost me, my guy. This time, she flings open the door to the art club room.
百遍死んでウジ虫でも生まれ変わって声ダメで過ごしてろ。
With that parting shot, she slams the door closed. A few minutes later, she weakly opens the door again.
断られた。
Once again, she comes back looking like she's about to cry. Yeah, I saw that one coming. She silently walks off down the corridor, her shoulders clearly sagging. I'm beginning to feel a little sorry for her. Cheer up, Nanase. I give her a few pats on the head.
あんたに言われたら泣けてくるわ。
There are plenty of good things about you, Nanase. I can tell.
何言ってんの？
For example, I mean, at least your face is good. Well, for example,
何よ。
I can't say it. Not right to her face while she's glaring at me like this. It says to give up, but like I said, I said it was gonna follow the guide, but look at me fucking not following my own advice. Sure, that's not something you'd say, even if you knew her personality. But she needs cheering up right now. I also have to take the plunge. For example, you're crude. I can see where this is going. But we'll play it out and then go back and do the other choice.
カバ？誰が？私が？
Great. It's had the opposite effect, though I guess it is my fault for not pronouncing it properly. That's something everyone recognizes, so that's one thing you should be confident about. Crap. That's what I planned to say after I pronounced cute properly. Not as though I'm saying that everyone thinks Nanase is crude, and that she should be confident in her crudeness. I'm just making a bad situation worse. What?
ついてこないで！
Son! My ears hurt. My saliva feels cold. I have no choice but to wait until the ringing in my ears dies down. By the time I made psychological recovery, Nanase is already a long way down the corridor with back to me. I could chase after her, but it's probably impossible to make up with her today. Which is why we're gonna go back and follow the guide. In the guide we trust. Give up. Forget it. It's not good to lie, even when it's to cheer someone up.
何よ。例えばって止まって。
Huh? Oh, right. For example, you've got a cute uniform. It's easier to say when it's aimed at an indirect object.
制服が？
I mean, it's alright. I'm not a fan of, like, that yellow. It's not quite piss yellow. It's like lemon yellow with, like, the green plaid. Just, no thank you. Yes, your uniform.
まあ、私も好きだからこうやって着続けてるんだけどね。
It was just a filler line, but surprisingly, she actually looks quite happy. Yeah, that uniform really makes you who you are. Without it, you just wouldn't be Nanase. You're fairly meta about character design and visual novel characters. Ugh. Oh god. That duck I had for fucking Chinese for lunch. It's fighting. Oh, heartburn. Fuck, I'm gonna need some Tums. It's starting to become ambiguous whether I'm praising or insulting her.
あのね、この制服はね、スカーフのところがね、
Ugh, my scheme's gonna come unstuck as she starts pressing me for the details. Ah, look at the time, Nanase. I vigorously thrust my watch into her face.
そんなに近づけたら見えないって。
I'd better hurry home.
あ、そう。
Yeah, what about you, Nanase?
私まだ用あるから。
Okay, see you tomorrow then. Bye.
じゃ。
I quickly make my exit. Somehow, I get the feeling that the distance between us has closed just a little. By this time, the entrance hall is all but deserted. In the distance, I can hear the shouting of students sweating away at their club activities. Ew. But we won't have to worry about those details because we're going to be jumping ahead to the next Nanase scene. See you there. All right, we did it. We skipped forward like a day and a half. We met Akane standing in the empty lot doing her thing, but we just kind of brushed her off. We collide. But I'm not the one who makes the same mistake twice. Just before the collision, I thrust my elbow outwards into the other person's stomach. That'll keep him down for a while. Right, let's get out of here.
こらー！
She jerks her face upwards from the ground. Oh, it's Nanase.
あれ？七瀬じゃない！あんた、あんな勢いでぶつかってきておいて、さらに肘鉄入れるなんて、むちゃくちゃよ！
Yeah, that is pretty fucking brutal. Actually, I thought I'd got my elbow in there just right.
女の子にすることか！
It must have pretty strong abs. Extra fucking point to Nanase. Give me your hand, Nagamori.
何を？
Taking her clothes off. Forget it. Looks like that won't be necessary after all. Nanase shoots up into a sitting position and hits me hard. Definitely not what I was gonna say there.
あんた、ちゃんとこいつを教育しておいてくれる？うん、わかったよ。
Just who are you supposed to be? And just who are you supposed to be? I can read.
って時間？
I grab a hold of Nagamori's wrist and take a look at her watch. Time is already well into hopeless territory. Hurry!
待って、七瀬さんが。
Turning back at the sound of her voice, I see Nanase bent over with her hand on her stomach. It seems she's in too much pain to run. Ah, damn it. With that injured Nanase holding us back, we won't make it in time.
誰よ、傷つけたのは。
That's why I'm trying to think of a solution that doesn't involve leaving you behind.
背負ってあげなよ。嫌よ。
I guess we got no choice but to go through the hills.
裏山越え？あ、その手があったね。
Let's go. Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? We turn right at the corner, where we usually go straight, heading up the stairs to the park on the hill. Oh, you can cut through here?
うわ、また階段。
Stop complaining. Whose fault do you think it is that we're in this mess?
あんたのせいでしょ？
Climbing even further along the steps leading into the heart of the park, we pass through the little plaza. Ahead of us lies the densely grown woods.
へえ、ここ入るの？服引っかからないかな。
Told you to stop complaining. If that happens, it'll be your own fault.
違うって言ってるでしょ。
Pushing the flailing Nanase on ahead, I step into the woods.
久しぶりに通ったけど、別に悪くない場所だよね。枝がスカートに引っかかった。
Ew.
ネズミの死体踏んだ。
Why don't you start by watching where you're fucking stepping? Yeah, it's quiet and the air is nice too. Even Nanase's laughing with delight.
悲鳴あげてんのよ。
At least it's winter, so you don't really gotta worry about snakes. We speed up as we make our way down a gentle slope. At last, the grimy, sunlit walls of the school building come into view from the gap between the trees.
あ、ほんと近いのね。一番。
Nanase dashes on ahead as soon as she catches sight of her destination.
I don't know. What are we gonna do? Stop her. Wait! Nanase slams headlong into a wire fence.
七瀬さん大丈夫？怖っ。
Nanase turns to us with an expression on the verge of tears, her face covered in wire mesh marks.
あんたわざとあんなに間延びした呼び止め方したでしょ。
Hey man, we tried. Well, I was hoping you'd conveniently go right through the fence and make an entrance for us. I guess that was too much to hope for, huh?
んなことできるか。止めろ。
Well, you did come pretty close. There is a dent in the fence in the shape of Nanase's face. Probably would open, given a couple more ramming attacks. Is that the warning bell or the late bell?
チャイムだよ。
Hurry! The three of us clatter over the fence and jump down into the school grounds. Well, see you later, Nanase.
一緒のクラスよ、私も。早く早く。
We rush towards our classroom. Whew, looks like we made it somehow. The classroom is still filled with the pre-lesson clamor. Might even say that it was due to the miraculous combination of our powers.
あんたは私に肘で作らわしただけでしょ。
Yeah, it was a pretty good elbow, too. What about you? All you did was fail to break through the fence.
じゃあ全然噛み合ってないじゃない。まあまあ。ほら、先生来たから座ろうよ。
We each take our respective seats.
おい
Huh? I'm just about to nod off when someone calls me. The voice belongs to Sumi from the neighboring desk.
そんなものが回ってきた。見ておけ。
What's this? I accept the page of a notepad paper. We'd like to announce the holding of a popularity contest for the girls in our class. Voting shall be conducted in secret and limited to the boys. The deadline for submitting a vote is tomorrow. It's another one of those things. Guys around the window aisle, like Sumi, well, and me, have a tendency to think up these stupid diversions and put them into practice. Passing this notice around during class is just another way to occupy ourselves. That, and it makes it less likely the girls will find out. Hey, we're passing this around. I pass the scrap of paper to Nanase. Wait, I'm not supposed to pass it on to a girl! She's reading it. Now she'll definitely have a thing or two to say to me during the next break. I'm not going.
ちょっと廊下まで来て。ってどうして先に返事してるのよ、あんたは。
Well, I could see what you were about to... What? Well, I could see what you were about to ask. There we go.
いいから
Bit
来
of
な
a
さい
weird
って。
sentence, but I'll let it pass. Either that or my brain is just failing. Also, a high probability. It's really going ahead. They'll probably have a ranking, too.
これって本当に実施されるの？順位とかつくの？って何まだ先に答えてるのよ、あんたは。
Read me like a fucking open book. Like I said, I can predict what you're about to do next. Your next line will be...
ああ、知らないでいればよかった。こんなこと。つまり男子の理想となる女性を決めるってことでしょ？
I wouldn't say ideal, just, best in class. She won't say it out loud, but I suppose she's thinking that ideal girl equals proof that she's a lady.
気になる気になる。
I'll bet. Well, just sleep and wait for tomorrow.
あのさ、現時点での順位とかわかるかな？
I don't think they would have gathered too many votes just yet.
いいからお願い。
Well, I guess it's just a matter of asking Sumi. Hold on for a second.
ごめんね。どうだった？
Oh, shocking.
え？
Nanase, you're leading by a mile.
嘘！
Incidentally, you're currently ahead by 2 votes.
どこが独走中よアホ
Well, there's only like 5 votes, you know. Told you, haven't gathered many votes yet. Only 5 people have voted so far. Hey.
そうなの
But if you think of it in terms of percentages, I'd say you're on the way to victory.
そうね
That's why you better spend the next 3 days without doing anything to wreck your image with the boys. Popularity is gonna plummet if you do something like fart in front of everyone.
航空か
Hey man, she might, like I said before, she might fucking score an extra vote for doing that. People are fucking weird. Well, anyhow, knowing you, you'll be fine so long as you act normally.
本当に
We do kink shame on this channel. So if you're into that, if you're a fucking brap poster, be gone. Be gone with you. You have no place here. Same with Vor. I don't get Vor. It's just why? See, if we're making a list of fetishes I think are bad, and you should be exterminated and thrown into a mass grave and just fucking ditch in the woods somewhere. Brap posters, Vor, inflation, diapers, scat. I could probably think of some other ones, but, you know, I'm gonna alienate my entire audience at this rate, so. That's right, I believe in supreme vanilla bug girl supremacy. Fuck you, fight me. Yeah, just as long as you act normally.
では今日はそこの列だな
The English teacher points at the window aisle, in other words, our aisle.
当たる
What's wrong? Why are you panicking?
知ってるでしょ英語苦手なんだもん
How would we know? We've known you for 2 fucking days. Just be honest and say, I don't know.
そんなやっぱりかっこよく答えたいもの
This is a pain. She's probably worried about how she'll rank in the poll.
ねえ折原英語得意じゃなかった
Well, I'm probably better at it than you are.
じゃあ教えてほらここ
The party was concluded with 3 cheers. Seems we'll be asked to translate this into Japanese. Well, I guess I can probably manage if I had a dictionary. Huh? What? I lent to someone in a different class.
ほら私より得意なんでしょ
You know people in other classes? Yeah. Let's see. Party means celebration, right? And concluded means ended, right? The party ended. But in what way? 3 cheers. What the heck is a cheer? We're talking about a party that's coming to an end. A round of applause? But wait, it says 3. 3. Oh, I've got it. I've got it, Nanase.
教えて教えて
It's the party ended with 3 cheers.
そうなんだありがとう折原
She turned to face forward. I wonder if that was right. It's right. Yeah, that's probably right. Now then, I better start translating my own
で
line.
は一節ずつ英文を発音してもらった後に訳していってもらおう
One by one, from the head of the aisle, the students stand up and translate the lines into Japanese. Oh, God. If you're a teacher, don't make the fucking students stand up to do their fucking thing. Just fucking let them sit down. Don't put the extra pressure on them. Unless it's like a public speaking class, then yeah, stand up. No one seems to have made any dramatic mistakes, as the teacher simply watches and nods. Finally, it's Nanase's turn.
The party was concluded with 3 cheers
Your pronunciation could use a little work.
万歳三唱でそのパーティーは終わった。
I wait for the teacher to nod before I get and translate my line. There should be an up there before I yeah, like what?
大体はいいな。細かいところを言うとだな。
He moves on to explaining each line without criticizing everyone's translation in particular. Whew. That was no small feat, given that I didn't have a dictionary, even if I do say so myself.
助かった折原。
If you want to thank me, just call me a can-do Orihara-kun from now on.
呼んであげてもいいけど相当に格好悪いわよ。
Yeah, you're right. Okay, call me a killer Orihara instead.
それじゃ殺し屋じゃない。
I see.
ところでさ、このクラスじゃどの子が人気あるんだろう。
Nagamori? Ah, that's our Nanase. Thinking of secretly taking them out?
違うわよ。
Yeah. That's a hard one. After all, our class is pretty much the bottom of the barrel. Oof.
あの子、水香とかは？
Huh? Her? Ha? I unwittingly cry out in confusion. The only person who would vote for her would probably be me. And that'd be out of pity.
そうかな。結構集まるんじゃない？
Well, I guess she might be popular with the girls.
別に同性じゃなくても受けはいいと思うけど、あんた見慣れすぎてるんじゃないの？
It's true that I see her almost as a sister. Maybe that's why I find it so hard to accept. I'll go and have a look. Hey, Nagamori! I cut into her conversation with one of her female friends.
何？浩平。
I stare intently into her face. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. It's not as if her chin is sharp enough to stab someone with, and her nostrils don't exactly face forward or anything. It's nicely balanced. I'll admit that. But that's all. Yes, it's a face composed of passing grade features. There's nothing particularly good or bad about it. Okay, I've got it. Thanks. I pat Nagamori on the shoulder before returning to my seat.
どうだった？
Now, there aren't any faults with her, but that's all. That's just typical of her. She's the same way with tests. She always gets an above average mark in every subject, but never full marks.
するとあんたは赤点だらけでも満点が一つあればいいのね。毛深くて腰回りが胸より太くて大脚でも指さえ手垂れのように美しければ水香よりもいいのね。
I don't know about that one, Chief. That's taking the argument to extremes.
何が何でも水香のこと認めたくないみたいなんだもの。
Well, even from an objective point of view, she's really not all that great. Fucking oof. Hey, Sumi?
なんだ？
Sorry, but I need another update on the boats.
どうした？やけに熱心だな。
Well, no, but just tell me.
どうで？
Fishing a crumbled note from his pocket, he skillfully unfolds it with one hand.
だな。今んとこトップはタイで2人だな。七瀬さんと長森さん。得票数ともに5だ。
Nagamori? The last time I asked, she didn't even have one vote. Did 5 people vote for her as a joke?
バカ、長森ファンは多いんだぜ。お前が知らないだけだ。ちなみに俺は長森さんがトップを取ると思うぜ。
Now it's you who's the idiot. There's no way she'll come first. Not to say we'll break well into the lead in no time.
ならかけるか、昼飯。
Sure, you're on. Now I'm no longer just a spectator. Class goes on while I worry about the poll results. But I can't be the only one who isn't listening to a word the teacher's saying. As the chime rings for the end of 4th period, I take my sweetened buns out from my bag. Meet on me, I'll be borrowing your seat again. I sit down without waiting for a reply, turning around to face backwards. Sorry, Akane, but we're not dealing with you today. Huh?
There's no one there.
またここで食べるの？
Yeah, but we'll be skipping forward because we did Akane's route last time. Ha 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 ha. So see you guys when Nanase comes back. All right, we just had lunch with Akane out in the courtyard. Now we're back in the class for our big cheating spree with fucking Nanase and Sumi. So I come into the classroom and take my seat. And so the afternoon lessons begin. It's time for modern
という
Japanese.
ことで以上が期末テストの範囲だ
The teacher places his chalk down with a thunk. He seems quite pleased, since we finished all the examinable topics with plenty of time to spare. But next, he makes an announcement that causes everyone's spirits to deflate.
それでは残り時間を使って漢字の読み書きテストをやる
Sheets of scrap paper are handed out amidst much booing from the
とは言っ
boys.
てもテスト勉強に役立ててもらうためのものだ成績には全く関係しない
Even the clamor students calmed down a little after hearing that. Adopting the same attitude, I decide to just take it as it comes. But just then, the teacher adds a further statement that provokes another storm of booing.
しかし答え合わせした後で後続転写を発表してやるからなもちろんその逆もだ
It's a warning that we're not to slack off. Damn, that teacher sure knows how to stir things up. As expected, there's one person who's completely fired up, having fallen hook, line, and sinker for the teacher's provocation.
願わずとも戦いの場は用意されたというわけね。
Nanase turns to me with a look of deathly determination. Yeah, seems like it. Nanase's results here will probably have a direct impact on the current popularity contest. Even I can't help but feel concerned.
ここで負けるわけにはいかない。
But Nanase, it's gonna be an uphill battle. I glance in Nagamori's direction. She looks indifferent, but there's an air of confidence about her. She's insanely good when it comes to spelling. How about you?
自信はそんなにないけど。
There's nothing else for it. We'll have to present a united front.
共同先生？
I'll help you, and I'll get Sumi to help us too without telling him why. I'll even peek at the answers from the person sitting diagonally in front of me.
つまり4人がかりなのね。
Yeah, 4 on 1. That should even the odds for us.
わかった。お願い。
I give her a thumbs up, as if to say, leave it to me. Now, I'd like to reveal the characteristics of the members of our united front. First, there's Nanase. The way I see it, she's an idiot. If she were to attempt all the questions on her own, there's no way she'd get a good rank, let alone beat Nagamori. Next, there's me. I think I'm pretty good when it comes to spelling. It'd probably be proximate to use my answers as the crux of our strategy. Next, there's Sumi. There's no doubt about it. He's terrible at spelling. However, he does know how to cheat, so there's a chance he might get an incredible proportion of the questions right. Finally, there's the mystery girl sitting diagonally in front of me. Given that she's a girl, it's probably fair to expect her grades are at least to be reasonable. Nanase's fate will turn on which one of the above people she relies on to answer each question.
それじゃあ始めるぞ
The teacher's chalk begins to strike against the blackboard. I will save, just in case I fuck up. Choose the wrong answers. The new blank began in 2000, 1,000 years, millennium. Now then, who should she rely on? Nanase, you should be able to do that one yourself.
こうかな。
Yes. Millennium. The computer was something by new technology, made obsolete, replaced. Do it yourself.
こうかな。
Superseded. I blank tripped, not on purpose. Write down my answer. It's probably like this. Accidentally. He is buried in the graveyard. I have to write down my answer. It's probably like this. Cemetery. Push a 5. She will blank come. Certainly. You can do that one yourself.
こうかな。
Definitely.
strong man lifted the blank, double-ended weight dumbbell. It's probably like this. Dumbbell. There was no blank available at the hotel, lodgings, accommodations. Have Nanase do it herself.
ほうかな。
Accommodation. Question 8. The children left for kindergarten, preschool. It's probably like this. Kindergarten. Country is run by the blank administration, government. I have to write down my answer. It's probably like this. Government. Question 10. The child is blank. Trouble causing. It's probably like this. Mischievous. That's all of them.
では隣の席に座る者と
There's a rustle of paper as the students obey his instructions.
回答を言っていくからな採点するように
After we finish marking them, the papers are collected. Nanase watches on with a worried look. She'll probably need nothing less than full marks if she's to beat Nagamori. Now, for the result.
ああ満点はなし
Oof.
1問ミスで5人が同一トップだな中崎、長森、七瀬、浦田、水戸
She did well. I feel a wave of relief as if he's talking about me.
そして0点が1人折原康平
Uah. Crap. I was so busy helping Nanase that I didn't remember writing down a single answer of my own. As soon as break begins, Nanase starts to reminisce about her battle.
惜しかったね。水香も一問間違えてたならチャンスだったのに。
Still, you got the same mark, so we've maintained the status quo. That's not so bad, right?
そうね。
Actually, I think you've come out of this one with a bigger gain since no one expected you to do so well.
それって嫌な励まし方。
Either way, it'll come down to your appearance from here on
そんな感じかも。
onwards. Chime rings announcing the end of the uneventful remainder of my classes. It also announces the uneventful end of this episode because I need to edit and get ready for work. And oh fuck, I hit my mouse, and I have laundry going, so I need to go deal with that. So once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode of 1, and I hope to see you all next time where we will continue Nanase's route. And oh man, she has a lot of scenes early on. I hope Common Route doesn't drag on for too long. Hope to see you guys all next time. Later.